Hi everyone, it's Zadira, and today is the third part of a three-part series that we're doing on Flash Rock. The first part of the series we told how to get the Flash Rock, which is only found in the Golden Realm biome. Then the second part of the series we showed how to build this base with the Flash Rock structures. This episode is going to be about decorating our base. Also, besides the Flash Rock structure build decorations, also this episode is going to be a little bit about wishful thinking, possibly making some wishes and hoping that hopefully that some things in the game might change. But look how cute the base turned out. I did want to show you. I need to run in and get these really quickly. Almost forgot. Well, I did forget. But see, we made some little awnings over the windows. That was one thing we didn't do yesterday. Let's go in and show as we go in the front door. We found these vases. They're actually called ice jars in the castles. And I thought those looked so pretty with the little gems, the little blue gems in the structures. And then we put a little sign that said, oops, we don't need to hit anything. It says Zoo's Cavern Base. So people call me Zoo, even though my name is Zadira. They call me Zoo for short. That's kind of my nickname. So on the server, that's how people know me. But before we show the decorations, let me show you how you get the decorations. We still have our little setup in here. All of this is going to be removed. But I wanted to show you, make sure and show you. In the decoration hut is where you will be able to find your decorations for the Flash Rock items. Here we have a Flash Rock chair. It takes wood, thatch, and Flash Rock. Then we also have a Flash Rock table. Same thing, everything seems to take wood, thatch, and Flash Rock. The storage boxes, the beds, and that also takes leather. And then let's see here, seems like, no, I think that's it as far as decorations go for the Flash Rock. So when you be sure, and when you make your decorations, take them out of your do-it-yourself decorating hut. This is just called the decoration hut, not do-it-yourself. And then so what we did was made up our decorations. And we'll start over here in this corner. This is what the bed looks like. Let me take off my UI. There's the bed. And here is the storage. I think that's very interesting. I'll put the UI back on to show you. This is the little storage boxes, and they have the same amount, even though they're really tiny, they have the same amount of storage space as regular storage boxes, 50. But look how tiny they are. I think that's really interesting. So, and it almost looks like the little beds. You know, one thing we've noticed is goblins everywhere around here in the Golden Realm. Maybe these were made for goblins. They sure are tiny. They're short. The beds are big, but they're really short. So here's another bed I placed and another storage box. One of my wishes, this is definitely one of my wishes. We're going to be talking about several throughout the episode. One of my wishes is to be able to place candles in our houses, not on the floor. I tried placing a candle, everywhere. We've talked about this before in other episodes. I even put a block over here, a structure block, and it wouldn't work on the block. The only place that candles seem to work is on the floor. I don't want to place my candles on the floor. That just looks terrible, I think. So that's my first wish, is hopefully they will fix that. Here's the little table. Take off the UI. See how short everything is? Let me show you with my character. It seems just super short. Do you think maybe they made these with goblins in mind? And then the little chairs, they're so interesting. It's you do end up sitting on them really nicely. You know, the benches, you kind of sit up in the air, but these you actually sit on very nicely. So that's a good thing. I'm glad they were able to fix that, because sometimes we can't sit on our chairs. So let's continue on. Over here we have some decorations. I used the large jar from one of the ruins. I thought that kind of went really well. And then here, this is such a fun jar. We got these in some of the higher ruins. I believe the desert ruins has them, but they're called beast pots. Don't they look fun? Oh my goodness. They have such a great artistry in this game. In this base we have a smelter, a mortar and pestle, and a workbench, so that if we're pretty far away from home, so that all of the resources that we do gather, we can go ahead and smelter them up here. We have storage boxes. These storage boxes are in range for the workbench, the mortar and pestle, and the smelter. But again, another thing on my wish list, I guess this is number 2, the smelter is not able to pull from the flash rock storage boxes. I tried using them. I tried using the smelter. I placed them close enough so that I could use it, but to no avail. They don't pull from the storage boxes yet, so hopefully that will be fixed very soon. Then also down here some more storage boxes where we can put just extra things that we need. I designed all of this completely for a reason. Let's shut these front doors. We don't want anything to come in. Before I get sidetracked, I need to get the little awnings out. They're called flash rock roofs, but you can make them into awnings. So let me grab those because we're about to go outside and I want to show you. I designed this whole base in mind with my gargoyle. Rav and Rabbit Heart were able to tame me a really nice high-level gargoyle. And so in my mind, this whole idea of this base here far away from my house was so that I could bring my gargoyle really quickly, because they are super speedy. I could fly over here very, very quickly, and any resources that I have found I could have stored in these storage boxes. The gargoyle could come and fly in, and the gargoyles have tons of weight, so weight capability. So I could fly my gargoyle in, get all this stuff that I had stored in the storage boxes because it's way far away from home, and fly home quickly. And that was the whole plan. So let me get Gus out. He's my gargoyle. There we go. And let me show you. This is like such a disappointment to me. I was so disappointed because, like I said, I built the whole base thinking that this is going to be a capability to do. Look at this. He's not able to go in the beast gate. Now, please, someone explain to me, why can't he go through the beast gate door? I know his wings are wide, but he should be able to fold his wings in and go in. I mean, there's a lot of animals that can go in this beast gate that shouldn't probably, but the gargoyle is one that should. So I was super disappointed. So this is top on my wish list. I know that other animals, there has been problems with fitting through the door and they have fixed it. So that is very much on my wish list to fix. The next thing about the gargoyle is he can't go backwards. I'm pressing my S key to go backwards. He cannot go backwards. Of all the animals, I would think he should be able to. He walks, so he should. I mean, I understand some flyers not going backwards, but he should be able to walk backwards. So hopefully, I really do hope that gets fixed soon. These gargoyles are amazing. Let me go ahead and put some meat in him. They eat meat, and I'll show you his stats. Right now, I've only leveled him, I don't know, maybe eight times or something. But right now, he has 1,791 health. It's about the same on his stamina. We don't have to worry about all that food. But his weight, I think I might have put 1 in stamina or maybe 2, and then I'm going to be pumping a lot into his weight. So you can see I've got lots of levels still left to go, and I'm going to that is his whole purpose. He's going to be a fast flyer with carrying a lot of weight for me. You can see his damage is 200%, and that may seem like a lot, but it's not. They can fight somewhat, but they are very squishy. Be very careful if you tame a gargoyle. They are able to get the delos and the little coyotes fairly easily, and even these goblins. They can take down these goblins, I think. Let's try. These goblins are so funny. Let's see. Let me see how good he does against these goblins. I want to be careful with him because and in order to fight, you do have to fly. So the really good. Let's go see. While we have him out here, let's go see if we can find a king. Maybe we can goblin king. Maybe we can see how fast they go. If you push the shift button, oh my goodness, they're very fast. You can barely control them in here, but flying over land, they are awesome. So let's see. I have to push spacebar and lift up to fight. Yeah, let's see. He does 160 damage, which isn't okay. Here's another one, so this should be good. So let's see here. I'm having a hard time hitting the goblin. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, so they're able to do these goblins extremely easy. I wonder what they would do against a goblin king. Oops. I am having a little bit of a hard time controlling. There we go. Let's see if we can find a goblin king. That he did him. Oh, looks like a beacon's about to land. I bet it's above us. So, any goblin kings? No? Maybe this way. No. Oh, 240 damage. That was interesting. Let's go ahead and level him up with his weight. So you can see he gets a lot in weight. So now we're over 1,000. I won't bother picking up those bags. Normally, the regular goblins only have wood and house certificates in them. Let's see. I really want to find a goblin king and see what his damage is. Boy, when I press shift, he's so fast in here, inside here, it's very glitchy. Let's see. There's a regular goblin. Oh, here's a goblin king. All right. Now, Mr. Kangaroo, you really don't want to fight Gus. Gus is amazing. All right, here we go. Let's see here if we can get this goblin king. Can't seem to hit him. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to hit the kangaroo. Run, little king. Well, there we go. 120 on those two. That's interesting. So that's all the damage he does, which is good, but all right. I was wanting the goblin to hit at least one. No bag from the goblin king. I really would like to get a. There's another one. Let's see if we can't do this one. Kind of like they almost get stopped right before. I don't know what's causing that. Well, all right. Let me show you. Let me get back to the base. And I want to show you. He has 3 attacks. So you saw that one. That's 1 attack. And then if I right-click, I'm not sure what that does. You can see he does something. Looks like almost like he's biting or something. I'm not sure what that does. Well, it's almost like a bite, maybe. Let's see. Oh, they're very difficult too. Let's try this guy. It's almost like he's biting that goblin, but that only does 24 damage compared to if he hits him with his hand, which is the left key. There. So the right click really does very little. And then here is their 3rd attack, and you press C, and it's a healing attack. Isn't that awesome? And it lasts quite a while. You can continue to do it pretty quickly. So that is really good. The gargoyles are really amazing, but it's going to be a bad thing for all of us if we are not able to put them in our beast gates. Now, another thing that these gargoyles are awesome for, let me show you this. And again, it's difficult to do this if you can't back up. So once you get them where you want them to go, and what I understand is that nothing can attack them when they're in this state. But let me show you. Let's see if I can get around to the front. And this is what he looks like. So you have the option to disguise as figure in stone. Okay, so be ready, guys. Ooh, so awesome. Doesn't he look awesome up here? Now, what I understand, I hope someone will let me know if I'm wrong, but what I understand is that they won't be hurt. Like if an Argent came in, it wouldn't attack it, or it wouldn't take damage. So I hope that's true, because that we wouldn't be able to leave them out on tops of our buildings if it's not. Then when you want to take him out, you say reveal from figure in stone, and this is where please be ready, because this is scary. Whoa. Oh my goodness. First time I did that, woo, I about jumped out of my chair. So Gus is really awesome, and I so appreciate Steffi and Rav taming him for me. I think he was a 118 when they found him in the wild. So we'll have to do another episode. I'm not exactly sure how to tame them. But anyway, for right now, it's just hard, because let's disguise him as figure in stone. It takes a few seconds. There we go. And he becomes a stone figure. And they look so awesome up on top of your base. All right, let's head down and let's fix this awning. I was so excited to show it to you. These are just the regular roof ceiling. Let's see, make sure what we call it. Make sure that we're calling it the right name. These are called, let's get that out of my toolbar. These are called flash rock roofs. So when you first bring them out, they look like this. And it's just a normal slanted roof. You push E and that's how they look normally, like that. But we want to make it look like an awning. So let's remove it. Let's see. For removing the roofs, you just push E. There we go. And that will remove it. So what we want to do is put it up in like that, but then press Q will change the way it looks, and there's 3 looks for it. Let's look at that one. If we push E, so that's the 3rd one. And if you see, let me see how it's inverted. That's for where you have 2 roofs coming in together, where they form a V. So as you build a roof, you can use that. So we don't want that one. So let's remove that off. So it's the first, there we go. It's the first Q when you place it. So we place it, push Q, and it shows that. It's really hard to see, but if you can go by it's like the wooden supports. If you watch the wooden supports on there, and we want it so it's the wooden support is in the center. So place that, and then that gives you the first one. Then you place it again, but this time we want to put the center, the wooden support in the center, and you place it. So that gives you the cute little awning look. Isn't that neat? I just love how that looks, especially when I added them to the front. Don't they look awesome? So that's the awnings. The next thing was we talked about possibly painting these columns. So let's get our paintbrush out, and let's make sure we have the gray paint on the paintbrush. We move it down onto the paintbrush, get our paintbrush out, and click on the structure, left click, and that'll paint it. Oh, it's kind of off, isn't it? It doesn't even look gray, does it? I wonder, what do you guys think about that? Is that kind of weird? I guess it is. I wonder what white would look like. Let's change. I don't think white's going to look any better. Make sure you have your paintbrush in your hand and left click. Oh, you know what? it doesn't look white, but I think that might work. Let's see. Whoops, why did I put my sword? All right, we have to jump to get that one. Nope. Let's see, let's try here. No, let's see. I guess I'll have to get something to stand on. We're just too short. Oh, no. Let's get way closer. Nope. Okay, I'll have to get something to stand on. What do you guys think? You know, I think that does look good. I don't know. I have to think about it for a little while. We'll just think about that. Another thing that I have on my wish list is these lights. They're called ice lamps, and you get them in the... Oh my gosh. Do you see? Oh, there he goes. Let's see if we can get him. Where did he come from? Oh my gosh. Ooh. That scared me. Oh man. He was just standing right there behind me. Oh, I guess he was curious. Maybe I shouldn't have killed him. Maybe he was just curious. Maybe he wouldn't have hurt anything. All right, so back to the ice lamps. I'm very disappointed. In the ice castles, they have them where they, see how it snaps? They have them up on the walls and up on the ceilings. But look, they won't snap for us. No matter where I try to put them, they will not snap on walls. They won't snap on roofs. They won't snap anywhere but the floor. It's like we're supposed to put everything on the floor. So again, part of my wish list. I don't want to sound too whiny, but that's definitely one of the things on my wish list. The next thing is the water reservoir. I had talked about how I wanted to put some beautiful little plants around the building. I brought in some magic dirt for the pretty little parent. So this is actually a bug. These little plants here, they're called gold leaf plants. When you get the seeds, it says on the gold leaf seed that you plant them in magic soil. I think that must be a bug because they don't grow in magic soil. If you look out where those little gold leaf plants are, they're growing in flash rock sand. So it seems like to me, if that's where they're growing in nature, they should definitely grow in homegrown too. But it says they grow in magic soil, and so I think that is a bug. But I wanted to plant them, and I could have planted them, but when you plant seeds, you have to have water. So I thought, oh, no problem. Let's put us up a little reservoir over here close to our base. And in Ark, when you put these reservoirs out, it's wonderful because they collect rainwater. So anytime you put a base out where there is no water available, these were awesome. You didn't have to put your base next to water. You usually only would get like 4 drinks of water from them, or four things of water. Once you place your reservoir down, you can attach pipes and you can have indoor plumbing. Well, there's another one of those little guys. He's thinking about it, I guess. So you can actually run indoor plumbing into your house. And like I say, you can only get a little bit of water from these reservoirs, but it was enough. So that is definitely another thing on my wish list, that they will fix this so that it will collect rainwater and we'll be able to have water at our base so that I can plant. I would have to run piping all under my house like I did with my garden so that I could irrigate my plants, because right now, unless I run pipes all the way from the river or the ocean way, way, way far away, I'm not able to grow anything here. So hopefully that will be fixed. Before I end this episode, I wanted to point out, did you guys see my outfit? I am just so tickled. We have been hunting the rock golems or elemental golems over in Doomland, and our tribe has been slowly collecting all of the magic, or let's see, what is it actually called? Magician helmet, magician coat, and magician gloves. So I still need the boots and the trousers as Rav always says. And and so I still need those 2 items, but we have been really working hard to be able to get everyone the magician outfit, mainly because I wanted to show you, this is the lightning hat that I had on when I flew over here before I was able to get here. And it was a long way, and I flew a long way in a lightning storm, and it didn't do any damage to that lightning helmet. I'm not sure why I didn't have my wizard hat on. I only had the coat and the gloves, but it doesn't seem, lightning didn't seem to bother me. So right there is a reason to go over into Doomland and fight those elemental golems. And they don't drop chests all the time, but when they do, be sure and check them, because they might possibly have the magician outfit in. But it also helps, you notice this whole entire episode, I didn't have to change my clothes once for cold or heat. So this is one wish I have. I hope they do, I wish that they don't change this, because I just love this little outfit. I have to show you the bow on the back. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now the boys have different look. Theirs looks different than ours, than the girls. I think the hat's the same maybe. All right, that ends this episode. This is a 3-part series. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate each and every one of you so very, very much. Thank you for watching. Bye.